So we have got only 10 students. Good evening, sir. Sir, when will be having the summer training will end? Okay. So I think this is our fourth week is going on, if I'm not wrong. So this is our fourth week. So, but there are supposed to be two assignments, and the second assignment I'll be giving allocating you at the end of the fourth week. That means at the end of the this particular week, fourth week, I'll be giving you the assignment. And this the duration of this entire training was 5 weeks. So probably you'll have one more week before we can conclude this training. So let me check the date. So this week is going to end on Friday 24th, then 25th and 26th Saturday Sunday, then from 27 to 1st of July. So but the classes will be there till 1st of July. Okay, so you'll be having your classes till 1st of July. The training will be ending on 1st of July. So this is a 50 hours training. Okay, so can you please tell me what topic we were discussing in the last session? So we were trying to create the website using S3 bucket, and we have made our bucket public. Okay, so day before yesterday, so we have written the policy, and that policy we have written along with the AWS policy generator. This is the third party, not third party, this is the application of the AWS. So whatever policy you want to create, if you do not if you want to write the JSON document directly, you can simply write whether you want to allow it, where you want to deny it, where you want to put some objects, whether you get some objects, whatever you want to do, you can generate the policy based upon the AWS policy generator. So day before yesterday, we restricted the uploading of certain documents or the certain objects within the bucket. Okay, so we created using the Excel data, but yesterday we tried to create, and we were facing some issues in creation of the AWS policy generator. We were not able to create it. So ultimately, finally, we had written the JSON document manually, and towards the end of the training, we have made our S3 bucket public. Okay, so we had made our S3 bucket public, and of course, if we will make the S3 bucket public, will be with the help of the URL, will be able to assess the contents that are present within the bucket. Okay, so let me quickly share the screen so that we can continue with our lecture. And today, beta will be starting with the next topic, that is going to be cross origin resource sharing. Okay, so today we'll be discussing the cross origin resource sharing. This is AWS management console. Is my screen visible? But is my screen visible? Yes, it is visible. Okay, AWS management console. Let's log in. क्या करना था? हाँ. So let's visit the S3 bucket, and the things are still running. I have not deleted anything because today we need to have this. Okay, the very first change that you will observe here is it is written the access type is, this is the bucket is publicly accessible. Okay, so if I need to click on this particular bucket, okay, so you will find out there are beach, coffee, index.html and error.html. These are the few of the files that are already present, and everywhere you will see this bucket, this is a public. Okay, now under the properties, or under the, first of all, let's go to the permission. Yesterday we were not able to write the bucket policy directly by editing this one. So this is how we have written the manually bucket policy. Statement ID is given, effect is I want to allow, principle is allow everything, star means everything, action is S3 get object. So any of the person wants to get any of the object from the S3 bucket, they can get it. What is the resource from where they should get it? So this is ARN number, and then you will see the bucket is mentioned demo S3, demo Sahil S3 bucket 2020 slash, and that means from within this bucket backslash star is given. Star means any of the content from the bucket. So this principal star means anyone can get the values, and this star shows that any of the object within this particular bucket. So we have written this policy explicitly. Okay, once we have written this, we will see that access type will change to public, and if we'll move to the properties, scroll down to the properties, and at the very bottom, static website hosting, we have made it, we have enabled it in the yesterday's class, and hosting type is the bucket hosting. So I'm hosting a static website from the bucket only. What we are going to see here, so beta, if we'll move on to objects, I have uploaded two files. One is index.html and one is error.html. So let's move to index.html and error.html. This is coding folder from S3. So if this is index.html, if I need to open this, you will find that what is written, that my first web page, this will be displayed. I love coffee, this will be displayed. Hello world will be displayed, and then image source is given src coffee.jpg, coffee का image display होगा, and then you will see this is a commented, यहाँ से बेटा comment start होता है और यहाँ तक ये comment है. So that means this portion will not be executed. Okay, so only this much portion जो कि ऊपर portion है, that is only going to be executed. And if I need to say the error.html, so बेटा error.html में क्या है, so we have written error.html that there was an error. So these are the only line that is present in this one. Okay, so these are our two files that is being uploaded here. Now if we'll go to the properties, and if I'll scroll down, and if I'll open this URL demo, and this is the hyperlink created, copy this. But yesterday then when we were trying to create, यहाँ पे error था forbidden 403. If you remember, error forbidden 403. So if it is not a public bucket, is not public, so in that case you'll get a 403 forbidden error. But in this case now, since the bucket is public, now since this bucket is public, I have copied the URL, and the moment I go to paste it here, press the enter, the page is successfully loaded. I love coffee, hello world, and the image is loaded. You'll observe nothing else is visible because rest of the things in the index file is the comment. Now this is done. If I'll move to the this one, and if I'll slash if I'll write error, if I write error dot html, let's see. If I'll do slash, now see, I have the another page which is present in the bucket. It is working absolutely fine. This is error. This is also one of the HTML page that we uploaded. So that means, but I've simply write slash backslash error.html. So this page is also working. If I'm going to remove this, and if I'm going to write this much only, so this page is working. Now the point that we need to understand, yesterday we have discussed this, the origin and the cross origin. I don't, but do you remember the origin and the cross origin? So this is origin, same origin and the different origin. So today we are going to start with the cross origin resource sharing. उसको समझने के लिए आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा what do you mean by the same origin and what do you understand by the different origin. So if this is beta one of the bucket from the same bucket, this is with this URL I'm able to get this. If I'm going to write slash error.html, so that means from within the same bucket I am going to get the another page. So this is from the same bucket. So this is same origin. This is an example that we are looking right now. This is an example of the same origin. For it is also written like example.com, but this is same in this case, and this URL is up to this same in this case. You are just trying to change from app1 to app2. That means you from within the same origin you are trying to access the multiple things. Okay. Now we'll try to see that if something is present in one of the URL and the another thing is present in the another different origin, how we are going to assess it. Okay, so this is what we are trying to see now, different origin, how we are going to assess the values in the different origin using this cross origin resource sharing. Okay, but for cross origin resource sharing, there is one thing that needs to be enabled, which is access control allow origin. अब होगा क्या, what is going to happen is, now receiver side needs to allow the access control allow origin so that the sender side can send a request. Okay, this might be slightly tricky. I'm going to repeat it once again. How this cross origin resource sharing is going to work, better the receiver side needs to make some changes and it needs to allow the access control so that the sender side can send a request to the receiver. So this is how it is going to work. Okay, so as of now this thing is working, so that's okay. Now let's move to our, but anyone any doubt in this one? So how we are going to host the website? We have got a dummy page and we have tried to host it here. Okay, so this is what we have studied already now. So the next thing that we are going to do is, but the next thing is I am going to upload the index.html file once again. So I'll move to the code and let's move to the S3 index.html. I'm going to make some change here. So I'm going to remove this. बेटा जो comment section है cross origin resource sharing के लिए I'm going to remove this. Let this comment is removed from here and this comment is also removed from here. Okay. Now this all the statements are going to execute. होगा क्या इसमें बेटा? So there is a script written. So this is a script is written and script के अंदर क्या है? Fetch करना है to fetch the document dot get element. Okay. So यहाँ से आप कुछ fetch कर रहे हैं and the fetch करना क्या है आपको? Extra page dot html. तो एक extra page dot html एक पेज है, वो आपको fetch करना है and you need to give it response to the html page, to the original index.html page. So basically you're trying to fetch an extra page and you're going to return it to the index.html. Okay, so this is a script written, very simple script is written. So I'm going to remove the comments and let's save this file. Let's save this file. So file is saved and now I'm going to upload index.html. Okay, so once the index.html is uploaded, along with this I need to upload the extra page.html. So if this is the extra page that is also required to be uploaded, let's open this and see what is written here. So simply written, so this extra page has been successfully loaded. So this is a statement written in the extra page. Okay, so extra page is written here. So what we are going to do is now I'm going to upload the updated file. Okay, let's close this, go to the bucket, go to the objects and let's try to upload. There are two files I'm going to upload. One will be the index.html updated. I have removed the comments. This is going to be uploaded. And another file will be extra page.html. So these are the two files that I'm going to upload. Okay. So two files have successfully been uploaded. Let's exit this. Okay. And let's move on the properties. Let me close this. Again, trying to copy this URL. And open this. This is perfect. Now you'll see I love my coffee, hello world, and because of that particular script which is written on the index.html, but you are able to get this line. This extra page has been successfully loaded. Okay, so this is working absolutely fine. अभी तक कोई doubt नहीं है. So this is working same in the good manner, but still up to this point, बेटा ये वाली जो line है, the extra page along with the index page. So this is loaded from the same origin. Okay, so this is loaded from the same bucket basically. If you are confusing between the origin, understand this, that everything is present in the same bucket and you are loading it from the same bucket. Okay, so see this is present in the same bucket, so up no doubt up to this point. Now even if I'm going to write backslash extra page dot html, so if I'm going to, even if I'm going to write here to check it, like extra page dot html, what should be displayed? This extra page has been successfully loaded. So let's execute this. Now you'll see this extra page has been successfully loaded. So this is working absolutely fine, but everything is from the within the same bucket. Okay, so same, this is loaded. And if I'm going to now, let's suppose I am going to remove this extra page.html. Okay, now this is done and let's move to this one. Let's go to the objects. But if we want to enable this, okay, so before we delete this, now since this is working from the same bucket, now if I want to have this cross origin, so if I want to have this cross origin resource sharing, what I need to do is I need to create a separate bucket. Okay, so I'll go to the buckets and I'll be creating one more bucket here. Okay, so I'll go to create bucket. I'm going to create another bucket. Let it be demo Sahel cross origin resource sharing CORS. Let it be 2022. I hope this is a unique name, and let's keep everything as it is. So whatever values are given, okay, then I'm not going to block this. So this will be unblocked. I'm going to take this mark and let's create the bucket. Okay, so objects cannot can be public, it is still not public, it can be public. So this is a new bucket that I've created. So in this bucket, let's go to the properties and let's make this enable static website hosting. Let's enable this. We'll have this host a static website, yes, and I'm going to write it index.html and then parent.html. Okay, and I'm going to save the change. Okay, now once we are going to do this, now this is the new bucket that I've created, demo Sahel cross region resource sharing. Now if I'll copy this URL and if I'll open it in a different one, so this is forbidden. What can be the reason? Beta, can you please tell me why is it forbidden? From the new bucket, I have uploaded, I have written in the, I have made it enabled, static website hosting is enabled, but still this is forbidden. Can you please tell me the reason? But can you tell me the reason why is it forbidden? Are you guys listening to me? Is my voice audible? Why this is forbidden? Beta, why I have got this forbidden? I have created the new bucket and I have enabled the static website hosting and I have opened this hyperlink that is being generated. The moment I reach here, it is still saying that the access is denied. This is forbidden. Why so? Beta, zero participation from your side. Why we are getting this? No answer. But do I have written the bucket policy? So this demo.course, and if you will see here in permissions, access type, this is objects can be public. This is not public as of now. So this is the new bucket that we have created. This bucket is still not public. So access is not due to permission. Permission means beta, because my bucket is not public, because of this reason I'm not able to get the contents here. Okay, so this is the new one. So what I'm supposed to do is I need to write it, edit bucket policy. Either I need to write it, okay, nahi. एक काम करते हैं, लेट्स कॉपी द पॉलिसी दैट वी हैव रिटन यस्टरडे। बट आप ओपन द डिफरेंट ब्राउजर, इसमें हम लोग जाएंगे पुरानी वाली बकेट में विच इज पब्लिक। पुरानी वाली बकेट में जाओ परमिशंस के अंदर, परमिशंस के अंदर यू विल फाइंड दिस बकेट पॉलिसी। इसको यहां से कॉपी करो, कंट्रोल कॉपी, मूव टू योर न्यू बकेट, सो पेस्ट इट हेयर। So I'm going to paste it here in order to save some time, but make sure better you change this bucket ARN। तो bucket का जो ARN है this requires to be changed। so मैं यहां से ये कॉपी करूंगा and I'm going to change this। done। so this is done and let's save the change। API response policies must be valid JSON and for the first byte maybe okay। this is done। public policies must be valid JSON। done। so successfully edited। now you'll observe better demo Sahil cross origin resource sharing, this bucket is also made public। okay, now if we'll go to the buckets, you will have access type, both the buckets are public। so in one of the tab demo s3 bucket, one of the bucket is open, and in the another one I'm going to open the another bucket। okay, now if you'll observe, but if you'll observe, this new bucket is also made a public। okay, so give me a second। okay, so this bucket, the newly created bucket, this is also public। okay, so that means now I should be able to assess this। अब मेरे पास ये forbidden वाला नहीं आना चाहिए। so let's close this one and let's move to the cross origin bucket। अब बेटा इसको assess करने की कोशिश करते हैं। so move down static website hosting, copy this one and open this। so okay, अभी भी 404 है। अभी बताओ बेटा, टेल मी व्हाई स्टिल इवन इफ आई हैव मेड द बकेट पब्लिक अभी भी ये 404 असेस डिनाइड है। इवन आई हैव मेड द पब्लिक बकेट को जो था मैंने मेड इट पब्लिक। now you will observe the publicly accessible, this bucket is publicly accessible, website hosting is enabled, still why I'm getting this। बड़ा बहुत सिंपल रीजन है। सो हमने नई बकेट तो बना ली, लेकिन विद इन दिस बकेट सी डू वी हैव अपलोड एनीथिंग। बकेट तो बेटा खाली है, तो कहां से असेस होगा। सो यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू असेस। सबसे पहले हमें यहाँ पे अपलोड करना पड़ेगा फाइल्स। ओके, सो हमें यहाँ पे फाइल्स अपलोड करनी है। गिव मी अ सेकेंड। Okay, so but the only reason, even if I have made the bucket public, so if within this bucket sahil dot course this is not accessible। why so? because abhi ye bucket ke andar beta we have not written anything। okay, so I am going to upload। Okay, I'm going to upload here, add a files, and I'm just going to upload an extra page.html. Index beta upload nahi kiye hue. I'm just going to upload the extra page.html within this bucket. ठीक है, इसको upload कर देते हैं. This is uploaded. Perfect. Let's close this, and this is 404. Now if we refresh this, we should be able to get an answer. Let's get this one. No such key. The specified key does not exist. Index.html. Okay. So you'll see we are able to get, even though the image is showing some error, but we are able to open the page. So this is from cross origin resource sharing. So I am able to get this particular page. Okay. So extra page is also loaded successful. So let me remove this one. Okay. So let's move to the objects. Let's delete this page. Extra page. Let's delete this. What we are trying to do is, जो हमारा ओरिजिनल बकेट था डेमो साहिल S3 बकेट, उसमें से हमने बेटा आई एम गोइंग टू डिलीट दिस एक्स्ट्रा पेज because that extra page I have put it into the different bucket. Okay, so we'll try to assess this extra page which is present on the different bucket from my original bucket. So जो original bucket के अंदर already extra page था, so let's delete this one. Okay, so this is deleted, and if this is deleted, let's close this, and let's go to the properties. Let's host this one from the original bucket. So you will see यहाँ पे बेटा अब वो लिख के नहीं आ रहा, the extra page has been loaded. यहाँ पे क्या लिख के आ रहा है, oh there was an error. So that is working absolutely fine. So that means within my this bucket, beta within my original bucket demo sahil S3 bucket, so I don't have the extra page. You will see I don't have the extra page because of this error.html वाला जो पेज है वो यहाँ पे execute हो रहा है, that I have got this particular error. So abhi tak this is working fine. Now what I want is, now my purpose is, now basically what I'm trying to do is, अब मुझे क्या करना है, इसकी जगह पे in part at this place I want to display the extra page has been loaded, but I am not going to write the extra page within this bucket because I will try to assess the extra page. So if I need to go to the objects, you will find extra pages within the cross origin resource sharing. So वो इसके अंदर बेटा present है. I'll try to assess it from this very bucket. So अभी के लिए it is showing an error. So what we are supposed to do is, but first of all we need to understand why is it showing an error. Okay, so why is it showing an error? It's because it is not able to locate. So So what we need to do is we need to make a little change in our code. So let's move to the code and S3 and extra page or index. Okay, we'll go to the index, not like this, index.html. Why is it not able to open the page? Because the path has been changed. Okay, so fetch इसने बेटा क्या करना था? So it is you where to fetch document dot get element by to the fetch. तो यहाँ पे to fetch लिखा हुआ है. So we are supposed to fetch what? We are going to fetch the extra page dot html. लेकिन if you will observe, we are not able to get the extra page.html. Within this bucket, original demo bucket, there is no extra page.html. That is why this command extra page.html, this is not working fine. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just to check whether my cross origin resource sharing हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा. मैं क्या करूंगा, instead of this extra page.html, if I'll try to give the link of the previous bucket. Okay, if I'll try to give the link of the previous bucket, ठीक है, हम लोग क्या करते हैं, let's move on to the this original bucket. Slash, this is extra page dot html. So this is from my bucket number. This is which bucket is executing? This is demo sahil cross origin resource sharing. ये bucket तो के अंदर ये पेज तो बेटा प्रेजेंट है. तो हम क्या करते हैं, इसका लिंक उठाओ, copy this entire link. Okay, now if I'll paste this link into the original bucket instead of this one, I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is fetch instead of extra page.html. So I'm going to remove this and let's try to paste the entire one. HTTP Sahil codes. Then we have written S3 website AP South 1 Amazon. Then extra page.html. So basically मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? I am writing कि if you want to fetch the extra page, go to this URL and fetch it. But I know this internally कि ये जो बेटा extra page है, this is not present in the original bucket. This is present in the different bucket. So let's go to file and let's go to save. Okay, let's go to file and save once again. Now I'm going to close this code. ठीक है जी, अब आ जाते हैं. This is the original page. इसको भी close कर देते बेटा. And let's go to the original bucket. So ये मेरा क्या है, demo sahil s3 bucket. This is the original bucket. इसके अंदर बेटा error extra page.html नहीं है. So still I have written the link, I have given the hyperlink. Let's try to see if we are able to get this or not. Will not be able to get this. अभी भी हमारे पास वो नहीं आएगा. I'll tell you the reason why. But अगर हम ये execute करेंगे, अभी भी you will see that still what I'm able to get is यहाँ पे अभी भी extra page is not loaded. I am getting an error that oh there was an error. That means even I have provided this hyperlink. मैंने hyperlink दे दिया, still I am not able to get it. What's an reason? But what is the reason? Reason is going to be very simple. Reason is that on the receiver, this for cross origin resource sharing headers to work, it needs to allow access control allow origin. On the receiver side, but this setting must be allowed so that my cross origin resource sharing headers can work properly. Okay, so even if I have given the path, मैंने header beta hyperlink तो दे दिया, so still this functionality is not working. Why? Because on the receiver side I need to check whether access control allow origin is enabled or disabled. Obviously this is disabled, that is why I'm still not able to access my page. Okay, so what we are going to do this, Okay, before we move this, uh, we have made a change in index.html. Let's see it. So demo style course, ठीक है यहाँ पे तो okay है. And let's try to upload it once again. Let's move it here and check if I'm able to upload index.html once again. Let's try to upload the new index.html. ठीक है. Done. The new index is uploaded. Let's move it here. So let's move to the properties. Now we have updated the new index file. Now still if I'll go to this point, this is not happening right now. We should get an error here. This is okay. Now let's move on to the, now in order to see what is happening, so I'll go to the tools. Go to the developer tools. Let's move on to the console. Why we are not able to load? We'll get it error from here. So you'll sign access to fetch. So can you see this access to fetch HTTP demo Sahil course, this and this one from origin. So this the cross origin for if you're trying to fetch it from here has been blocked by the, can you see it better? If you can see this, this has been blocked by the cross origin resource sharing policy. So we are not able to get it. So no access control allow origin is there. So no access control allow origin is applicable. A header is present onto the request. So this is what we are getting. In order to make this allow, but of what we are supposed to do, we are going to make few changes. We need to go to this one, demo style course, this bucket, go to properties and go to permissions, bucket policy, and this is the receiver side, this cross origin. So receiver side you will find cross origin resource sharing is there, and this is empty. Okay, so we need to write the script here, JSON script, in order to enable the cross origin resource sharing. So let's click on edit, and thankfully we have the script with us. So let's move on to the course. This is a JSON document. So if you'll find this a JSON document is there, let's copy this entire JSON code and paste it here in a cross origin resource sharing. Okay, and this is simply going to allow. Save changes. Edit. We are going to make certain changes. This is written resources. Permissions. Under this bucket policy, cross origin resource sharing. Here you will find allowed origins के अंदर बेटा क्या है, which origins you are going to allow. Here I need to paste the URL of the first bucket with http :// without slash at the end. This is required to be pasted here. Okay, so what we are going to do is, so I'm going to go to my first one. तो ये वाला हम यहाँ से URL उठाएंगे, copy and let's paste it here. Okay, command V. So without backslash, so I'm going to remove this backslash. So this is done, and let's save the changes. Okay, so beta, if you're not able to get what we are actually doing, we have got two buckets. In one of the bucket, original bucket Sahil S3 bucket, we have got few pages, but we have removed the extra page, and we are going to execute it here. We are not getting the extra page. So extra page is present onto the second bucket where I have written demo Sahil cross origin. So if I'm going to provide the link of this particular, if I'm going to provide the link of this one in the original bucket code, even then I'm not able to fetch it. Because why I'm not able to fetch it? Because we have got not enabled the cross origin resource sharing. We go to the developer tools, we have seen it as access is denied. So what I need to do is I need to go to the my bucket. So I need to go to my final bucket cross origin. Under that section I'm going to paste the JSON document, but allowed origin के अंदर मैंने जो previous जो original website है demo sahil s3 bucket website, I have written it without a backslash. I have written it. Okay, so this is what we have done, and this should solve the purpose, I guess. Okay, so this is the page now. If I try to reload this, this has been blocked. Let's move. Go to the objects extra page. So this how this has changed. is working fine. Working fine. Okay. Let's move on to the different bucket. We are going to paste it here. Better take a break of 5 minutes and then come back. Let me resolve this. Okay, take a 5 minutes break. Okay, so but I hope you are available. Let me share the screen. So we have got two buckets. Okay, so let's move this one, close this one, and let's go to the buckets. But we have got two buckets, both of them are public. This is the earlier bucket that we have created, S3 bucket 22, and the demo Sahil cross origin resource sharing. So this is the bucket in which we have got the link. Close this, and we are able to access this from the original bucket. Now once you see this in the bucket, so we do not have the extra page.html. Okay, so for that purpose we'll go to the bucket course.html. Here you'll find we have the extra page.html. Okay, so that is it is available here. Okay, so what actually we have been trying to do is, if I try to see this original bucket, and from this one, if we'll go to the more tools and developer options, will see that access to fetch this bucket, this one, this extra page has successfully, this is in the different bucket. Okay, demo from this bucket has been creating a problem from origin, this. Okay, so what we are supposed to do is, in our receiving side, in our receiving side bucket, that is this one, we are supposed to enable the cross origin resource sharing. Okay, so inside this cross origin resource sharing, this is present, the code with me. And if I'll move to the S3 bucket, you will find the cross config JSON document. So just let me open this one. Okay, so this is the entire code. Let's copy it from here, and we are supposed to paste it onto the receiver side, and we are supposed to enter the URL here. Okay, now which URL we are supposed to mention here for the extra page URL? So we are supposed to get the URL, this particular URL, demo soil course. Okay, so it is denying from access http demo sahil dot demo sahil s3 bucket, demo s3 bucket. 222 S3 website.ap south 1 amazon.com. Okay. So once this is done, so go to the source, and under the fetch you will see it as written here. So it is not able to fetch this one. Failed to load resource, and we have got a message here. A cross-region resource sharing request to block because of invalid or missing response header from the request of the associate pre-flight request. That means this statement is creating an issue. Let's go to the index page. So http demo sahil 2020.s3 website.ap south hyphen 1 amazon aws dot extra page dot html. Let's try to identify. http colon course is the extra page. What star? index.html. Let's move back and upload bucket. but there are some issues because we have not been able to fetch. See, what we are trying to do is, this is the demo.sahil.cross origin resource sharing. This is the this is present in one of the bucket. तो ये एक अलग bucket में present है. So I just want that extra page should be loaded from this bucket to this bucket. तो यहाँ पे ये आना चाहिए demo s3 bucket within this bucket, so that we can show that this is working in the cross origin resource sharing. So we have got two buckets and it is executing individually on both the buckets. And I have told you the logic. The logic is you need to go to the destination bucket. And for us, the destination bucket is demo Sahel cross origin resource sharing. So go to this bucket under permission tab. You simply need to edit the cross origin resource sharing, edit it, and your allow origins, from what origins you want to allow. Because if you'll move here and go to the developer options, and if you'll see here uh, in the console, you will find that this is access to fetch this particular page from origin. This one has been blocked. So this has been blocked by the cross origin resource sharing policy, no access control allow origin. So how we can provide this access to header by present in the requested resource? If an opaque response, okay, leave this, fail to load the resource. Okay, so how we can do this? We simply need to go to our the destination file and edit cross origin resource sharing. And here in the allowed origins, कौन सा region बेटा हमारा allowed नहीं है? हमारा यहाँ पे allow नहीं है this particular region, that from origin demo sahil s3 bucket, and this URL, this is not allowed. So what I have simply pasted the allowed one, demo sahil s3 bucket and ap south1 amazon.com. With this, we should be able to assess it. We should be able to assess it cross buckets. Okay. So this is what the logic is, and still we are not able to get it. Still we are getting the same error. Actually, the point is we are having certain issues in fetching from the index page. So this instruction is actually creating an error. So this is creating an error. We need to rectify this. So we'll do this. Don't worry. We'll complete this one in our upcoming classes. Okay. So we'll wrap up our session here only, because there is no fun of trying again and again. If it is not working now, I need to resolve this, and probably will work on it in the next one. The next topic beta that will be covering before the end of this particular week, and from which you most likely you can get the assignment questions, are the cloud front. Okay, so we'll be discussing the cloud front and the storages, and probably we'll be starting with the containers in EWS. Okay, so EKS and ECS, so these are the contents that will be starting in our upcoming classes. Okay, so this is, we'll see this access control cross region. Theoretically we have seen this, and we'll see this in a practical way as well. Okay, so don't worry if we have been stuck in this point. We'll try to resolve this, and in the next class we'll try to complete this one. Okay, so let me move back to the class. Okay, so we'll wrap up our session here only. Okay, so rest we'll do in our next class, upcoming class. Please don't leave the session. Let me get the attendance first. So let me get the attendance. Okay. So better we are done with the attendance. Thank you for joining the class, and tomorrow we are going to start with this topic, cross origin, and along with that we'll start with the couple of another topics. Okay. So this is all for our today's session. So thank you for joining the class, and we'll see you in the next time.